imagine for a moment at the beginning of the month you got your paycheck, and your paycheck was $50 bills, and you were expected to go through the whole month with that stack of $50 bills, which is fine. But imagine that everything you bought you were not going to get any change for. So everything you paid for, you gave a $50 bill for and got no change back in return. Well, that's kind of what it's like with these big round bales. These straw bales, they're probably not worth 50 bucks. Well, maybe this year because we're short of straw bales, but imagine, you know, when you cut the strings on one of these, you're pretty much committed. The whole bale is going, whether you're giving it to 100 cows or whether you're giving it to like 2 cows that are in the sick pen or 3 bulls or whatever. You cut the strings, that bale is gone. It might last a little longer, but they're still going to lay on it and wreck a lot of it that could either be ate or used to better advantage. And so we found that with straw bales and with hay bales. These straw bales here, they're 6 feet by I think 5 feet, and they weigh about 800 pounds. And same size a hay bale weighs about 1,600 pounds. So what I like to do to get more efficient use out of our bales is to set our baler down so the bales, instead of being the full 6 feet in diameter, are 4 feet in diameter, which is approximately half the volume of straw or hay. And then when we go to bed down like 3 bulls or a sick cow, or you know, put one in the barn, we're not committed to an entire bale, and we get a lot more efficient use out of the straw or the hay, rather than just have the whole bale go up in one fell swoop. Similar to if you go to the store and you buy a can of pop with a $50 bill and you don't get any change, that seems like not a very good efficient use of your money. So we're going to go set the baler up, and we're going to make some smaller bales so we have some change that we can use for these smaller things. One thing I learned the hard way about making smaller bales is you need to chain down the kicker so it's not kicking anymore. This bar here is hooked onto a chain, and it's spring loaded so that when you make a bale and you open it up, it kicks the 1,600 pound hay bale or 800 pound straw bale back away from the baler so that it can close without closing on the bale. When you're making smaller bales, it's not so bad with the hay, but with the lighter straw bales, it's only kicking 400 pounds. And the spring is not working hard enough. There's so much snap there that after you do a few, you start breaking stuff. So you can chain this kicker down so that it isn't actually kicking anymore. It just sits there. But when you make the bale, you have to back up, drop the bale, pull forward so that you can clear the bale with your end gate when it comes back down, and then start baling again. So there's a little bit more clutch work and whatnot, backing up and just a little bit and stuff. But that's just part and parcel to doing this. Once you get the hang of it, it goes pretty slick. But we're gonna chain this kicker up so that we don't break stuff. So to tie our kicker down, this chain here just comes off of here and hooks onto that little hook up there on both sides, and then it just stays put instead of doing all that kicking when we're kicking the bales out. Just like that. So we take our bale diameter, 66 inches is what it's at now. Just going to turn it down to 48. There we go. We'll see how that works. I don't have a lot of field left here to bale up. And when you're doing smaller bales, because it's a little bit more hauling and stuff, you want to do it so that you're running in closer fields to your stacks, because yeah, you can't get quite as many on as you normally, quite as much straw on the truck as you normally could. Just gonna do a size comparison here. Sorry about the wind.